We're taking you to the news right now. The Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. and the wait is over. Preakness weekend is here. We're going to take you to Pimlico, where Black-Eyed Susan Day is underway, plus give you a sneak peek at tomorrow's Preakness. And the weekend could prove profitable for Baltimore City. We'll take a look at the economic impact the weekend could have on Baltimore. Plus, violent crime is down in the city, but is it enough? Why some residents say change is not happening fast enough. Fox 45 News Midday starts right now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
And good morning to you. Thanks for joining us here for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Taylor Stewart. And you hear it, it is Black-Eyed Susan Day, and Preakness is just one day away. Olivia Dance is at Pimlico with a look at the last-minute preps underway.
I have my fascinator on and I'm ready for the big Preakness weekend ahead. Right now we're at Pimlico by the stables and we're getting an up close and personal look at how the horses prepare for the big races. I want to go ahead though and bring in Aaron Grider, who is a former jockey and of course an expert in all things horse racing. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, it's a pleasure.
All right, so I have to ask, what do you love most about horse racing?
As a child, I just saw them as a 4-year-old with their beauty, their power, their speed. Like, they're just so majestic. They're like gorgeous animals that I just wanted to be part of, and I was fortunate to follow that dream and ride horses for 34 years.
Yeah, seeing them this up close and personal, I mean, they are just so beautiful and majestic, like you said. Now, you have rode over a little over 4,000 winners. I mean, that's pretty much amazing, but now you're an executive, so what is that like, and what do you do in your position now?
In my position now, I'm able to take everything that I knew from the side of riding, from that side of the fence, to bring it to the executives and corporate fields as far as safety for the horses, for the jockeys, for track surfaces, for anything that I see in my experiences, and say, how can we make this better on this side to make it better for the whole industry? So they've hired me to do that, and I've enjoyed every moment of it. I'm still in the game, and I get to still get with these beautiful animals, and I love every bit of it.
That's so great to hear, and obviously you're an expert, and we've been seeing how these horses prepare for the big race, but I'm curious, and you could definitely give some insight into how jockeys get ready for Preakness.
Well, it depends on the jockey. Some guys are very light and small, and they don't have to lose weight, but there's a lot of guys that have to go out and lose a lot of weight. So me, I was always a guy that wore a plastic suit and ran 8 to 10 miles every day to try and get prepared for the races. But I always figured if that's all I have to do every day for 3 hours to live my dream, it's worth it.
Yeah, so everyone's routine is a little bit different, but obviously a lot of preparation goes into all of this.
Absolutely. I mean, you look like they're so pampered and taken care of. It's like a day spa here. I wish everybody could come back here and see how these horses are taken care of. They got masseuses, they got so many people that come here. They have, the blacksmiths that are taking care of your nails or whatever it is. It's but these animals are so beautiful.
Yeah, it's incredible to see the process, and I appreciate you sharing some of your experience and how things work for the jockeys, and thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Of course, you can find all of our coverage on our website at foxbaltimore.com. But for now, reporting at Pimlico, I'm Olivia Dance.
All right, with the Preakness stakes rolling back around. Making headlines right now, the funeral for Jordan Neely is underway in New York City. The 30-year-old was put in a chokehold and killed on a New York subway earlier this month. Now, witnesses claim he was acting erratically on the train. That's when 24-year-old Daniel Penny is accused of putting him in that deadly chokehold. The Marine veteran is now charged in this case. Reverend Al Sharpton is scheduled to give the eulogy at Mount Nebo Baptist Church in Harlem. We're back with your social stream. Today is the first official day of the G7 summit in Japan, and leaders are off to a busy start. They're starting off the summit with a ceremonial event like planting a tree at the Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park. Then G7 attendees will talk about many topics, including relations with China, North Korea, and the war in Ukraine. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky will attend parts of the summit in person. The Associated Press reports he's set to attend today's meeting virtually, though, giving an update on the battlefield conditions in the war against Ukraine. On Sunday, he'll appear in person. President Biden is also at the summit in Japan, but he's shortened his trip. It was set to be 8 days, but now he's shortening it so he can get back to Washington for those important talks on the debt limit. A lot of reaction here online. Someone saying no one in the world would view the G7 as vacation except a bot. Okay? All right. And then another person saying we need to negotiate the debt ceiling, and he's on vacation in Japan. As we said, he is shortening that trip to come home and talk about that. Well, Disney executives, they're sending a message to Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. They're not bluffing. The company says it's scrapping plans to build a $1 billion office complex in Florida that would have brought 2,000 jobs to the state. This ups the ante in Disney's feud with Republican governor, who's called Disney anti-business. DeSantis moved to take over the company's special tax district and handpicked a board to oversee it. And Disney tried to circumvent that plan. Now, the governor and Disney are locked in a legal battle. Let's see what folks are saying here. Disney doesn't get mad, they get even. Florida should give their thanks to Ron DeSantis for making this possible. Another person weighing in, let's check what they're saying. We don't like quote California and New York. We support DeSantis. A lot of back and forth there. Well, Montana's statewide TikTok ban is already facing some legal pushback. 5 TikTok creators who live in the state filed a lawsuit in hopes of blocking the new law. They argue that it violates the freedom of speech and claim that Montana does not have the authority to enact laws based on national security interest. Montana's governor signed the ban earlier this week. He says it will protect the personal information of Montana residents from being harvested by the Chinese government. The ban is set to take effect at the start of next year. And let's see what people are saying already. Okay, let's see here. Doubt it will go anywhere. We'll have to see what plays out with this TikTok debate in Montana. Still ahead, though, new vaccines that could help unborn babies fight RSV. We'll look at how it works and when moms can get it. But first, a new poll finds gun violence is the #1 health concern among Americans. We'll take a look at the numbers just ahead. And then at noon, it's Karamu at 1, Sherry, followed by the Hot Bench at 2 p.m. And we're back with a live look over the M&T Bank Stadium. It's a cloudy start to your weekend, but we also could see some rain. Coming up, meteorologist Amy Aronson is going to have your Preakness forecast. Today should be dry, though, and that's good because tonight the Ravens are hosting a fan moving night. The team is showing DC League of Super Pets, and you'll even be able to bring your own pet. The movie starts at 7 o'clock. Tickets for this event cost $10. Making headlines, overdose deaths in the U.S. appear to have hit a new record this last year. Preliminary data from the CDC shows nearly 110,000 people died from an overdose last year. That total surpasses the high set the previous year by 500. And despite the new record of overdose deaths, the new poll shows gun violence has surpassed the opioid crisis as the #1 public health concern among Americans. Now, of those surveyed, the poll found that 26% said access to guns is the current greatest threat to the U.S. public health. Back in February, that number was 17%. Meanwhile, concern about opioids and fentanyl dropped from 26% in February to 25% in May. Both of those threats are already ahead of obesity and cancer as the top public health concerns among Americans. A new report finds a record number of American workers are testing positive for marijuana. Lab company Quest Diagnostics studied more than 6 million general workforce urine tests last year. It found 4.3% of workers tested positive for pot use. The report also found 7.3% of workers tested positive for marijuana following an on-the-job accident last year. That is the highest level in 25 years. Now, earlier we told you how police in Baltimore County are preparing for the legalization of recreational marijuana. They're observing the effects of marijuana and how that might impair a driver. Medical marijuana users volunteer to smoke at what's called a green lab and then perform sobriety tests.
So what we need to understand as officers is there is a level that's going to impair, but there's also a level that's not impairing.
Organizers say they hope the Green Lab will help both officers and users better understand how high is too high. Website FOX45.com. A health alert for you. An RSV vaccine for pregnant women is getting backed by federal health advisors. The first of its kind vaccine will be given to women late in their second trimester or their third trimester. The hope is the RSV fighting antibodies will pass through to the baby.
That is called passive immunity. Mother passed it to baby, and baby now has some protection.
Now, studies show the shot is 82% effective at preventing RSV, severe RSV in infants, and the first few months of their life. According to the CDC, between 58 and 80,000 children under the age of 5 are hospitalized each year in the U.S. due to RSV, with between 130 and 300 deaths annually reported. All right, horse racing fans descending on Baltimore for another year of Preakness. At 4, a look at how BPD is approaching public safety this weekend. And Preakness weekend is a big business driver. At 5 o'clock, a look at the economic fallout for our region. And a new report provides good news for Chesapeake Bay's blue crab population. We'll show you that report tonight at 6. You can get your Fox 45 News in a flash through your Amazon Alexa or your Echo. We deliver your local headlines and your forecast in less than 2 minutes. If you got Amazon, just tell her to enable Fox 45 Baltimore. Trending today, a diamond ring flushed down the toilet 13 years ago has been found and reunited with its owner.
That's my ring. It's nice to see it again.
Now, Mary Strand hadn't seen this ring in 13 years. It was a gift from her former husband, David, but it didn't fit and she lost it.
I reached over and flushed the toilet and the ring fell in and it was swirling around and I truly dove for it.
Now, the ring was presumed to be long gone, but it was discovered floating in the sludge at Rogers wastewater treatment plant in Minnesota. Crews reached out to local news stations who ran a story about the ring, and the story Mary's daughter saw. Okay, of course, all eyes are on the weather this weekend, and if you are concerned Mother Nature may not cooperate for this weekend's Preakness, we've got a closer look at your forecast for game day. Let's go to meteorologist Amy Aronson.
We are heading into Preakness weekend, so let's take a look back at some of the Preakness extremes. The hottest Preakness on record, 1962, a toasty 98 degrees that year. The coolest, based on the high temperature, low 50s in 2003. 1947 takes the lead for the coldest with that overnight low at a chilly 39 degrees. And the wettest, 1885, with over an inch of rain. Now, typically on average, our average high for Preakness around 74, average low at 55. So this year looks pretty typical, actually. If we take a look at the past 5 years, it was hot last year, actually, a toasty 95 degrees. We won't even be close to that this year. We'll be closer to 2021 with highs close to 80. We had a cool year in 2020, but that was wonky because it happened in October due to the pandemic. And then the 2 years before that, we actually had some rain. And there's a chance we could see some rain tomorrow, too. Two weather makers, one to our south, one to our west. The one we're more concerned with is the one to our west. That's going to send us the rain chance. The one to our south, just shoving some extra cloud cover our way today, keeping us overcast. Plan on mostly cloudy skies this afternoon with highs in the low to mid 70s. No rain today, so today actually looks pretty quiet. As we get into the day tomorrow, we'll cloud up our skies in the morning. We're in the mid and upper 50s. We see some clouds break during the afternoon briefly, so actually a pretty day as we head through the afternoon. It's just the evening that we've got to worry about some showers rushing in from west to east. Timing far from ideal. It is right around post time, but they shouldn't last too long. They should get out of here late Saturday night, and then Sunday is much drier. So for Preakness plans, today is dry, mostly cloudy and comfy with highs in the low 70s, mid 70s tomorrow with that chance for showers by the late afternoon. Quick look ahead shows we're mostly dry for the rest of your 10-day forecast with temperatures in the very warm mid and upper 70s.
Still ahead, Starbucks is making a big menu change. Coming up, the ingredient change the coffee company is making to cold drinks. And Kia and Hyundai will pay $200 million to settle claims the cars are too faulty and easy to steal. Coming up, the action local leaders are trying to take to get some of that money. And the excitement of WWE returns tonight with SmackDown starting at 8 o'clock. And of course, keep watching for Fox 45 News at 10 and Fox 45 News Late Edition. All right, little Thursday afternoon matinee between the O's and Angels for the series finale. Bottom of the 7, Adley Rutschmanson with 2-run blast that nearly reaches Utah Street and gives the O's a 5-4 lead. But that lead would drift away in the 8th. Ohtani reaches the plate on an infield single that scores the go-ahead run. Angels get the win, 6-5, the final score. Orioles are in Toronto tonight, though, for their first pitch at 7:07. All right, don't miss this. Korean car makers Kia and Hyundai have agreed to pay a $200 million settlement over claims their vehicles are too easy to steal. The class action settlement could benefit as many as 9 million vehicle owners whose vehicles were stolen. Meanwhile, a group of conservative state delegates are criticizing Baltimore City Mayor Brandon Scott's decision to join the lawsuit against Kia and Hyundai. The lawmakers sent a letter yesterday saying city leaders aren't doing enough to stop the recent spike in car thefts. In that letter, the lawmakers call for the mayor, Baltimore police, local prosecutors to increase clearance rates in stolen car cases and hand down severe punishments to those who are stealing cars rather than put the blame on the manufacturers. Ford now recalling more than 422,000 SUVs over a malfunction that could prevent the car's backup camera from being displayed. The recall covers the 2020 and 2023 Explorer and Lincoln Aviator, along with the 2020 and 2022 Lincoln Corsair. Meanwhile, Peloton is announcing a new repair for its treadmills. You'll recall the company's Treadmill Plus treadmill was recalled earlier this year. That was due to an entanglement risk. Peloton says it's created a fix for that issue and will send it to customers later this year. All right, now time for your lunch break. And if it includes a coffee break, brace yourself. Starbucks is announcing a change to its cold drinks. The coffee chain is swapping out its ice cubes and replacing them with smaller nugget ice. Starbucks says the new ice is made with machines that use less water, and the company has a goal of cutting its water usage in half by 2030. All right, that's all we have here for Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle is up next. Mark Clark back to tell us what they're working on from Pimlico.
Well, it's Black Eyed Susan Day, and I had a couple already, so Lady T, you take over.
All right, so we're going to talk fashion. Stay tuned, y'all.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
Hey, what's up, Baltimore? A special edition of Be More Lifestyle live at Pimlico.
Most definitely.
Black Eyed Susan Day. We got Lady T in the building.
What's up, y'all?
We got the beautiful Lana Ray in the building.
Guys.
Yeah.
The fabulous Lana Ray.
Please.
And I must say, we look marvelous, dog.
I think we really look like money right now. We really look like money. We really put on today. I like it.
Lady T, speaking of money.
Oh, wait, yeah. Let's talk money.
Speaking of money, it's all about the races.
Oh, I thought you meant for me to give.
I spent it all on the outfit.
I thought you meant to give me.
So, the wait is almost over. Tomorrow is the big day, the Preakness Stakes, baby. Ooh. Of course, the big focus on the weekend, the horse race. It will be an interesting one this year, of course. One horse from the Kentucky Derby will be participating in the race. That was the winner, Mage.
Oh, Mage.
It is Mage, right?
Yes, I think
not Madge.
Not Madge. No, I think that's
if it's Madge, we're going to call you Mage.
Ball game right there.
That's an old name. So Mage is your new name.
That's an old lady.
So,
perfection.
You know, the horses' names are always fun to talk about. Now, here's some of the names. You ready?
Yes, ready.
We got Blazing Sevens.
I like that.
Chase of Chaos. Coffee with Chris. First Mission, Mage, National Treasure, Perform, and Red Route 1.
Oh,
so
okay.
When it comes to betting, let's ask you, Lana, because you look like you got all the money in the world. How do you pick a horse? Let's say, I think we all know Mage, but that's pretty much, and there's a couple of local interests, but how do you go about picking names?
Right.
You know what?
Picking horses?
Tell us.
I don't pick horses, I pick fashion.
Okay, all right. Drop the mic.
Okay. But if I were to pick a horse, I would just go with what sounds good. And that's why I don't bet, because I don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Exactly, me neither.
What about you, Lady T? What do you do?
What about me? Okay, so I know I want Mage to win, okay? But hold up. Can I have coffee with Chris? Okay? And whoever's throwing around the chaos, I might want them too. I don't know. I can't choose. I never had so many options like this. I felt like I were okay Cupid.
Why is it coffee with Chris?
I said coffee with Chris. Okay. Can we have it or no? I'm not even talking about the race no more. Now I'm talking about Chris. I'm in a whole other thing right now.
That's a nice segue, Lady T, because the big story, I think, is Bruno Mars.
Bruno Mars.
And all the other performers, sadly, I don't even know who they are.
Did y'all know DJ Quicksilver's going to be here? DJ Quicksilver's going to be, he's going to be performing too.
Here.
Shout out to him. Baltimore's own Quicksilver.
Sophie Tucker's going to be here.
Yeah. Okay.
Zach Bia's going to be here.
Okay.
And I mean, who are you excited to be? Bruno Mars, of course.
Bruno Mars.
At the end of it's at the end this year too, so I like that. At the end of the show, so you can see all the horse races. Then at the end,
it's like
get your
grand
party
finale.
on.
Wait, so what's your favorite Bruno Mars song? What is your favorite Bruno Mars song?
24 Karat Magic in the air.
I like it. I'm a Versace on the floor type of girl myself, baby. Okay. You know, because in the outfit, it was the Versace. You get it? Because Versace on the floor. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's too much. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it, girl. She keeping my fashion where it needs to be. See?
Okay, so enough about us. Let's go to our listeners as we always do. Let's find out what they're talking about.
Of course.
So our question for today is, what's your favorite part of Preakness? You can vote on our website, foxbaltimore.com/vote. And of course, still ahead, if you're coming to Preakness and driving here, we've got a handy new tool to tell you about how you can get here safely with an emergency kit. Okay, that's coming up.
Okay.
We are live.
We're live from Preakness, 148.
Actually live from Pimlico.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
And welcome back. Obviously, excitement going down here at Pimlico. We're here live, a special edition. And coming up, we got fashion. Right now, though, Nick Calderon joins us with a special America Steals and Deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Naki.
Not today, man. Dead car batteries. Every single time you're trying to get out of the house on time, be someplace, it happens. That click, click, click. Or you're on the side of the road on a gray, cold, dark day like today. It's never fun, but I have the answer for you. It's called the Jump Smart, and it can get you back on the road quickly. Watch this. Plug the two alligator clips in right here. Red clamp to red on the battery. Black to black. I get a beep and a green light, and now I can start my car back up. Just like that. I don't have to wait for roadside assistance or anybody else to come and help me out. I keep a Jump Smart in every family member's car. My daughters have one, my wife has one, and I know I have peace of mind, and so do they. It's also a 10-in-1 tool. It's got a compass, a thermometer, it's a flashlight and a strobe light, many other tools as well. And my favorite part, you can charge your cell phone with the two included USB ports on the back. If you lose power in a storm or something, just plug your phone in and you can stay connected with family and friends. Speaking of them, put one in every family member's car. 25% off right now at asadeals.com.
This Be More Lifestyle segment is sponsored by Tedco in association with Pinnacle Media.
And welcome to Tech Takeover with Crystal I. Berger. What's up, Crystal?
Hey, Mark. This week we're here with Lanre Ogangbe, the CEO and co-founder of Identity Pass. So welcome in studio, Lanre.
Thank you so much, Crystal, for having me.
Lanre, you're a global leader in identity verification. So tell me, what is Identity Pass?
So basically what we do is to make it possible for anyone to be verified across wherever you're coming from in the world, right? Either you're from the developing part of the world or developed part of the world, right? Stopping identity theft, making sure that people are actually who they say they are online.
So what brought you to Baltimore?
Well, there are only very few places in the world where you're in the central place of, the policymakers in D.C. and also have very close to the business guys right there in New York.
So what should people look out for when you talk about identity verification? Like, what's the challenge? What do businesses face?
Well, there's so many challenges that they face, right? From ensuring that people actually what they say they are at the point of onboarding them to when they're doing transactions, right? Ensuring that the document that people are giving to them, right, are valid, are real, right? Ensuring that they're not, fake, or ensuring that it's possible to do like a thorough background check of an individual seamlessly, regardless of where you're coming from, right? And those type of steps today are really, really chaotic.
How many verifications has your company done to date?
So in the past 2.5 years, we've done close to 60 million verification. Every single minute, we verify over 500 people.
Every single minute?
Every single minute.
Wow. How could someone be as innovative as you've been in this space of verification?
Well, the first thing is, finding the challenge, right, which was one of the things that because I was building a payment solution and just, I needed to verify people, and I felt that it was really difficult to do that, right? And so I said, how can I build APIs that make it possible so when someone is in New York and sends money from New York to, Shanghai, or send it to Nairobi or whatever, or even send it here in the US, right, you can verify the person that's receiving the money and also the person that sends the money.
So what's one thing that we need to know about getting into the artificial intelligence space as a founder of color, but more importantly, a founder that's in Baltimore?
Well, the most important thing is about data gathering, right? We need to have the right data for, to make AI work. We need to ensure that we have the right data input from, people of color and also underrepresented people, regardless of where they're coming from. So in Baltimore, we need to invest heavily in gathering data that would, improve the whole AI system.
So for those who want to know about Premly, to know about Identity Pass, how do they find you?
What they're going to do is to go to premly.com and they're going to see all our products and how we do verification, or just go to any of the social media and do at Premly.
Well, thank you, Lanre, so much for joining us in studio today.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and everybody, make sure you tune in next week for our next segment of Tech Takeover.
And coming up, when we think about gyms, we think mostly physical. But we're going to focus on a local gym that focuses on the mind.
Yeah. Okay, and also, we're keeping you stylish this year at Preakness. Lana Ray is up next, you guys. Stay tuned.
This is Be More Lifestyle.
Hey, you guys, welcome. We are here, Preakness 148. I am so excited for this weekend, okay? We're excited for the horses. They took, of course, the front show of all of this, but guess what? I got to keep you looking fashionable. I got to keep you looking stylish, right? So, of course, we have fashion stylist here, Lana Ray, joining us today. How you doing, Lana?
I am amazing. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm loving the headpiece. I want all of it. Okay. I don't know how it's going to fit in my car, but I want it.
You can have it.
I can have it. Okay, good. That's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear.
Only you.
Only me. I love it. Okay, now tell me what we have here today. We have some models. What should we be wearing? What should our ladies be wearing, girl?
Man, as long as you look fabulous and you put it together, it's all about the details. You have to have a hat, a fascinator, a hat, something on your head, and that's your centerpiece, and then you build your outfit around it, pull it together.
Ooh, okay. What colors are in right now for Preakness weekend?
Florals. Now, that's not a color, but that's what's in. Anything floral. If you don't know what to wear, put on something floral. Brights, you know, it's springtime, summertime, all that.
I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, now show me these models. Who do you have with us here today, girl? Talk to me.
All right, so we've got some amazing models. Let's get into our first model. Here comes Angela. She's coming over here. I love a little monotone look. This is a little bit of like a throwback vibe to me. Feels like a little 80s-ish, maybe?
It does, it does.
Yeah, this is a pleated dress. It's from the Macy's in Towson, green on green. She's got the Cinema Hatnator. That's from ChurchDerbyHats.com.
Ooh, that's a big hat, Lana.
Big hat. It's like a medium.
It's like, that's a medium?
It's a medium.
That's a large, girl. That's a Wendy's large. You know how Wendy's had a large. It's beautiful. I love green. It's my favorite color, so beautiful.
I love that. She looks gorgeous.
Excellent. Okay, what's next?
All right, so we've got something for the guys. This is Conrad. This is such a classic Preakness look. He's got all the elements. He's got the paisley floral shirt. He's got that vibrant plaid jacket, bright salmon pants, and the bow tie to tie it in nicely. His hats is from Hats in the Bell belfry. So you see, as you notice, colors, florals, patterns, all that. You can't be like too much, you know?
Right, and he has a man bun, so ladies, stay away. He's dangerous. ladies, stay away. He's dangerous. He's got a man bun. He's gonna ruin your life. Like, nah, you look very handsome, my good son. All right, who else do we have?
This is Meg coming up. You know, today's Black Eyed Susan Day, so I had to put together this Black Eyed Susan look. This is a beautiful, beautiful hatinator. It's got the classic black and yellow colors, and I love a cute jumpsuit. This one's like it's a little sexy. It's got the little lace bodice, but jumpsuits are a great alternative. If you don't want to do a dress, you can definitely do a cute jumpsuit. She looks amazing, and she's comfortable. And the outfit's also from Macy's in Towson.
It's fabulous, darling. That's what I'm gonna wear when I show up with my sugar daddy. That's perfect, girl. I love it.
I cannot with you.
We're gonna do it. Okay, who's next? I'm excited. This looks good.
This is great. So this is Logan, and you don't always necessarily have to wear like a blazer to Preakness to kind of dress the part. This is a pattern button-up shirt. He's got the linen pants. This is a very casual, cool, earth tone look, and he's got the hat from Hats in the Belfry. So this is a great alternative to jacket if you don't want to do a jacket or a bow tie or a tie. But you see he's still in theme. He's still got the vibe.
What's his name?
This is Logan.
Logan, this is an unnecessary slay, sir. Please step away. This is an unnecessary slay. You don't have to come up here looking better than all of us. That was very unnecessary, Lana. Don't bring him back. Say that. Wonderful. All right, who else do we have with us today, Lana?
First of all, we've got the wind.
The wind done showed up on us, y'all.
This is Vialicia. She looks amazing. I love the hat.
Look at it.
It's such a statement piece. That's from churchderbyhats.com. And she's got this floral dress. Again, florals are perfect.
You said florals were in.
Florals are now, and it looks so gorgeous. The colors on her skin.
Lana, look at that flow at the bottom. Can you get a close up on that flow at the bottom? The wind is working for her today. Look at that.
The wind is winding.
The wind is winding.
The wind is winding.
The wind is winding.
But all the outfits are from, also with the help of Vialicia, our model, from the Macy's at Towson. So make sure you guys see her. Go shopping.
Can you pull your dress up so we can see the shoes? I want to see the shoes. Pull your dress up for the shoes. Oh, look at that. Show the leg, girl.
I love it.
The cars are stopping, you guys. The cars are stopping. Just kidding. No, you look fabulous. Awesome. Okay. Wasn't there another model?
You?
There was me. Oh, yes. I showed up today. This look is brought to you by clearance. This look is brought to you by clearance. It was on the clearance rack, and I am showing out today. Thank you, Lana. Look at that. No, but Lana, these are beautiful, and we love your hat. What are you wearing? Where are you from? What is this?
This is a custom, because you guys know my hair is a little funky. So I want to say thank you to Jen at churchderbyhats.com. She's in Memphis. She made this specifically for my hair. And I'm not going to tell you where the dress came from because it was somewhere very generic.com, but it does the job, okay?
It always does. I love it so much. Young lady, can we get a little shot of you, please? Can you come step out here real quick? We have another model that we may have missed. Hi, darling. Look at you. What are you wearing? This is fabulous.
This is Sheen.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, we ain't doing no commercials.
She said we ain't doing no commercials. I love it. I love it. Well, Lana, okay, let's get a look at all the models. This is what you guys need to be wearing this weekend for Preakness, okay? Have your hats ready. Have your shirts ready. Have your florals ready, you guys. Lana, thank you so much for joining us, girl. You are so fabulous. Thank you, girl.
Thank you. Thank you. See you guys here.
All right. Back to you guys. Oh.
Preakness is almost here. Actually, festivities, of course, getting underway today. Let's take a look back at some of the records. The hottest Preakness day on record dates all the way back to 1962, a very hot 98 degrees that year. In 2003, it was the coolest with a high in the low 50s. The coldest, 1947. We had an overnight low that morning of a frigid 39 degrees. And then the wettest, 1885, with over an inch of rain. On average, our highs around 74, our lows around 55. So this year actually looks pretty seasonable. Now, we are tracking two weather makers heading into the weekend, one to our south, one to our west. The one to our south just sending us some extra clouds. The one to our west will send us that next rain chance. Right now, we're just cloudy. We stay mostly cloudy today, but at least we're still warm with highs headed into the low and mid 70s. No rain in sight today or tonight. As we get into the weekend, we will cloud up our skies and make a run for the upper 50s to begin, low to mid 70s to end, actually upper 70s to end the day, with this chance for showers coming in from west to east here as we head through Saturday evening and Saturday night. That could have an impact on the final races on Saturday, especially the big one at the very, very end there. For today, no rain to worry about. You're in good shape if you're headed out to Pimlico for Black Eyed Susan Day. We've got a nice mix of clouds and sun by the afternoon with highs in the comfy low 70s. So low 70s today, mostly cloudy, very comfortable. I did throw in that chance for some showers later in the day tomorrow, so bring the rain jacket if you're going to be out there. We want to see your Preakness pics. Send them to us, foxbaltimore.com/chime in. After that rain chance on Saturday, we're mostly dry. Sunday looks bright, sunny, and warm with highs in the upper 70s. We'll start the work week off with highs close to 80 and then a long stretch of the 70s that will actually carry us into Memorial Day weekend, too.
When most of us think about boxing, we think physical. Boxing, running, sparring, jumping rope. But at this Umar gym, actually the focus is on the mind. And I'm here with the creator, the operator, the owner, Marvin McDowell. Coach, how you doing?
Hey, I'm fantastic. I'm even better now that you're here, man.
Look at you, man. You look like you can still get in the ring.
Oh, I still can. You know, I still can throw. You know.
So let's talk about your program, No Hooks Before Books.
When I first was putting this program together, now we've been operating for the past 27 years. And I saw back then that the kids would be lacking in education and then the gun violence, you know. And see, one of my mottos is put the guns down, put the gloves up, you know. And no hooks before books with the educational part, you know. So I saw that ahead of time. So the way things were rolling, you know, these kids seemed like they wasn't gonna have a future, man. Boxing saved me. I want to save these kids in a similar fashion, man.
Well, tell us about the program. So what happens, you know, you have I see the student area, the study area, the school area. So what happens, they get off school and they come in?
Yeah, so the kids that's from 6 to 13, it's mandatory for them to be in the educational component before they come to the boxing. You know, we have Baltimore City certified school teachers that work with them, math, reading, writing. The best boxers are the smart boxers, the ones that think, you know, counter, move, step around, you know. And we just want to erase that stereotype. So when they come here, a lot of people come here and see the kids in the classroom and ask, do they box? Yeah, everybody boxes. It's a boxing gym. That's why they're here, you know.
So what's the secret? You have a safe haven for young people in a city that faces many challenges. You've been doing this for how many years?
This is the 27th year.
27th year. What is the secret?
You know, we have kids that are bullied. We have kids that are the bulliers. We have kids that, you know, don't really have a man in their life, a father type in their life. We just a safe haven and, you know, they can get it from us.
So, Coach, 27 plus years of service in the community. How can our viewers get involved? How can they help?
Our website is nohooksbeforebooks.org, and we have a GoFundMe page there too. And I'm saying they can come and volunteer, you know. I'm saying we open for the community. Any help that can be provided, we need it, we want it.
Well, look, Coach Marvin McDowell, brother, I just want to thank you for 27 plus years of serving the community. You know, we actually stand on your shoulders. You know, I knew you when you didn't have any of the gray.
Yeah, well.
You know, but thank you so much for what you do, man. We appreciate you. You are a hero in our community.
Thank you.
And we're at Pimlico, of course, Black Eyed Susan Day today. We got the Preakness tomorrow. We want to find out, what do you love most about Preakness? You still got time to vote. Go to foxbaltimore.com/vote. And coming up, we'll tell you what you like the most. That's coming up. And of course, a special edition of Be More Lifestyle live at Pimlico.
Live at Pimlico, y'all.
As we get ready for Preakness tomorrow, a lot of activities. You got the Preakness, you got Bruno Mars, you got other entertainers, you got DJ Quicksilver.
You got the vendors, you got, listen,
the beautiful outfits.
Yes, it's the outfits for me.
And so we asked you the question, what do you love most about Preakness? And you want to guess what people said?
I'm going to say, you know everybody going to say horse racing. You know they're going to say
Oh my God, you're a psychic.
It's the horsies.
It was the horses. Thank you for all your votes. We appreciate that. How you doing, lovely?
Yes.
We just had to get her in the shot,
We had to get her in the shot. We saw her outfit, and we were like, listen, girl, the Maryland flag and everything. She's fabulous. What's your name?
My name is Holly.
Hey, Holly. Where'd you get the outfit from? This is like lit.
Amazon, girl.
We should have put her in the Lana segment. She's obviously fashionable. Come on, let's do it. Awesome. Okay.
So we're gonna have a great weekend. Is it Friday?
Today is Friday.
Okay.
It's Friday, y'all.
We got a great show lined up on Monday. Make sure you check us out. Of course, we'll be talking about those allergies, which are crazy this year, right?
Achoo. Yeah, it's a lot.
Thank you for following us, and thank you for having a great time with us.
Yeah, it's been a great time.
5 seconds. What do you want to say to the people, Lady T?
We love you guys. Thank you guys, and I'll be covering social media.